Geminis, welcome back. Okay. Wrong deck. Geminis, what are you healing right now? Why does this deck feel so thin? I don't know. But it's fine. Alright, Geminis. Geminis. Let's see, what is it that you're healing right now? Geminis. Nourishment. If you guys have Aries in your chart, this could resonate. But theirs was almost like a blanket. Yours is more specific a little bit. Let me get one more though. One more. Geminis. Surrendering. Well, it says surrender, but I said surrender. Okay. Geminis, I feel like right now you guys are healing what is going into your body, okay? A lot of this is going to be about food, and I do feel like there's a need to start drinking a lot more water. A lot more water. I feel like your guys' sleep cycle is messed up. You guys might be like awake during the night instead of the daytime, and I don't feel like it's actually helping you, okay? There are times where, you know, it's a known fact that back in the day we didn't sleep 8 hours straight, right? That was a concept that was made up by society because they made jobs that went from 9 to 5, whatever, right? Corporate jobs or jobs that you worked in factories, and so they made that straight. For the most part, and I just saw 222. For the most part, people in the past used to sleep in increments of about 2 hours, 3 hours, like 3 hours at night. They would get up, they would use the energy of the moon, and then, you know, take a siesta during the day, that kind of thing, right? Like, even if you wanted to split it up, you know, 4 and 4, if you're lucky enough to get 8 hours, or split it up into 3 and 3, and sleep during the day, so you had enough energy to be able to, like, even in Spain right now, I believe, and even in that whole area, everybody gets a siesta. They get, especially if, like, you work in the government, they take time during the day off. They don't have to go sleep, right? It's not like they're commanded to go take a siesta, go take a nap, but they get that time off so that if they want to go and sleep, they can go and take a nap, right? They can go and have their café con leche and their pancito, right? And they have that break, because the body and the mind is not meant to have 15-minute breaks or a 30-minute break where you just swallow your food and you don't even have time to digest it. Most of the time when I would, like, eat in my lunch, I would go back to work and I couldn't even, like, I was like, my food is like right here. Right? Okay, and then there's that, right? So we can elaborate on that. But then I'm seeing a lot of food here. So right now, you guys could be needing to change the way that you eat, okay? And you guys could even think, because I'm hearing, like, they think that they're eating healthy because you guys might not be eating, like, what is it that they're not eating? Like, maybe junk food, or, like, you guys aren't overdoing it on certain things. But in actuality, there's a need to incorporate, I'm seeing a lot of fruits, to be honest, and then I'm seeing like a half a bread. I'll show you the card. It's actually on here. I'm not, like, making shit up. Like, if you can see that, right? There's a need to incorporate more fruits. I don't know if some of you guys are vegetarian or you guys need to be going vegetarian. And trust me, that is not No, that's like, oh my gosh, yeah. Um, but not only are you needing to incorporate food, there's a need here if you can, which I know it's not actually that difficult, to be honest with you. I've done it. And honestly, if I had not been like trying to manifest moving out of here since I moved in, but the soil here is bad as well. And the winds that we get here are insane. They've literally destroyed everything, like my furniture. I have nothing back there anymore. They've knocked down my winds. So at one point I did start to plant, but everything got knocked over and I gave up. But at two different places that I have lived, I've had a full garden. I've had pumpkins, 3 different peppers. I had blueberries, strawberries. I even grew a pineapple. I had a lemon tree that I kept on the inside of the house for, right, but I did grow it, you know, outside, so I had to leave it. Tomato tree, it grew like crazy. A herb box. There's a need to start actually like growing your own food, because a lot of the foods that we're eating are not actually healthy, right? They have a lot of things added to them. The fruits are being genetically modified to be bigger so that, you know, they can sell them for more, right? Or it looks bigger so it looks better, right? I'm always seeing this video on YouTube of this doctor that talks about like the apples at the store are generally about a year old. How does that even work? I don't think that's true, because the apples go bad at my house. Well, not often, but when they have, no, they do last stuff. They last a long time. If I don't mess with them, right? If I don't mess with them, they last a long time. Because I bake and I do stuff with them. Once I touch them, like, yeah, the lasting period is shorter. But if I just leave them in the bag, they last for months. Yeah. Well, yeah. I've only seen that one time because apples don't usually last in my house. Anyway, so there's a need here to start, and also with the water, I just heard, just any water is not good. I don't know where you live, but I would go smell your water. I used to be very much pro water from the sink because it is filtered out. But when I moved here, the water, even when I take a shower and I come out of the water, my daughter used to be like, why do you smell like the pool? The water smells like pure bleach, like pure chlorine. And we're drinking that shit. That is not healthy water. That is not healthy water. So ever since I moved in here, I've had to buy like the 5-gallon or the bottles of water. And I hate bottles of water. I hate bottles of water. But it's like what I can do right now, right? So there's a need to actually have healthier water, right? I'm getting well water, but like if you live in the city, that's so fucking difficult. I know 2 places that have well water here, but it's so far. Something about nourishment. Your food is making you not feel well. Some of you guys could be feeling heavy. Some of you guys could be having like rotten egg. Sorry, this is, I don't know, this is, I'm not doing this. This is what I'm seeing. Like the sulfur, when you burp sulfur or when you like pass gas and it smells like sulfur, is because your stomach is not tolerating some of the stuff, the foods that are supposedly you're eating, right? And I say foods because, you know, a lot of stuff is not, it's not, right? Right now they're saying like that sliced ham has like the highest rating of getting cancer. Like what? How the f is ham? What? What are you guys putting in there? It's supposed to be just ham. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. And then surrender. Surrendering. And then, what is this? It looks like a dog, bro. Oh, you guys have an animal. You guys have several animal spirits. They're trying to get your attention. They're asking you to surrender. Some of you guys are, they're trying to send you downloads and you're not allowing yourself to get certain healings and certain downloads. It's almost like you've disconnected yourself from your own guides, and there's a need to reconnect, right? And this could be by like being disassociated with life. I just saw 1010. You guys might be having a lot of issues, so you haven't connected, right, with your spirituality, or if you're religious, you haven't been praying, you haven't gone to church, whatever it is, you have disconnected, and so you're not getting the downloads that you need to be getting, right? There's a need to surrender whatever it is that's going on. And remember, whenever you're going through life, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter if you have a job. None of that shit matters more than you. And so you putting yourself first and doing your meditation in the morning, doing your own practices in the morning, everything else can wait. And you could be like, oh, well, it's my job. Fuck your job, right? Because at the end of the day, if you just drop on the floor, guess what? They're going to replace you. They're just going to replace you. They don't give a shit about you like that. Unless it's like your own business, it's a family business, right? But at the end of the day, they're just going to replace you and get someone new, and you didn't take care of you didn't put yourself first. And I just saw 1111, which is confirmation for me, right? There's a need to surrender whatever it is that's going on, because I do feel like you guys are going through a rough time right now, and just release what you guys are trying to hold on to, right? But I do feel like food is taking a toll, or it would help with whatever it is that you're going through. There's a need, and it could be something that you're eating, or it could be like something that's having to do with your digestive system. When your digestive system is off, your digestive system is your first brain. It's not this brain, it's your first brain. Have you ever felt nauseated and literally you're like, don't talk to me, I can't think, I can't move, I can't nothing? Yeah, that's why. But when you have a headache, like, yeah, you have a headache, but you can still function, right? But when your digestive system is off, everything is off. And if you're a woman, it fucks up your hormones, it fucks up everything else around your body aches, everything. Your intuition is off, everything is off. And that is because your digestive system is your first brain. Where do we feel our intuition, right? All right. Yeah, strength. You guys are like trying to be really strong and push through this, and trying to also, I'm hearing with strength, like you guys are trying to use discipline, right? You guys are trying to be disciplined in the way that you guys are eating. You guys are trying to be disciplined in the things that are going into your body. Even like with me, I'll give you guys an example. Like, I have a really bad habit of being like, well, it's 0 calories, so who cares? I'm drinking the energy drinks. Yeah, no. I got super checked on that, and I got so sick, and I'm like, okay, I guess it has no calories or carbs, but no, I already have autoimmune conditions, and my body was like, oh yeah, fuck you. And I was like, you right, like, what can I say? Those energy drinks, or any energy drinks, are not good. I would stick to teas and even coffee. Like, I would do, when I have coffee, I do like a half a spoonful of coffee, because no, the caffeine, it messes me up. It messes up your digestive system. Coffee is good for you, but too much coffee, when it gets you to the point where you like go high and then crash, that's not good for you. But I feel like right now, and you know what, this says 26, which is 8, and she has the infinity on here, and infinity in Reiki is healing, right? And it's also like the Ouroboros. Is it the Ouroboros? Hold on. Is it the Ouroboros? The snake eating itself? Yeah. It's eating its old tail, but it's eating itself, right? And it is a symbol of like the renewal of life. It's almost like when our skin sheds, or when a snake sheds its skin, it's because it has a new layer. That's kind of like what's happening. And I just saw 444. It's almost like your stomach is like an old layer, and a new layer is growing. And so there are things that you can't eat anymore, things that you've been doing and eating that are not healthy for you, right? I would certainly do research into what, and you're the third sign I've done today, but this is the second time I'm going to say this. Go get checked for allergies, right? Because I went and got my daughters checked. They both have like about 30 allergies to foods that they didn't have, and that's not normal. That's not normal. Not 30 together, 30 each, right? Like one of them is allergic to like 6 different types of grass. That's not normal. She's allergic to strawberries. She's allergic to all poultry. Bro, we grew up eating chicken. Like, that's the cheapest thing you can eat when you're poor. Our foods are being tampered with, okay? This is the second time I say this in these readings. Our food is being tampered with, whether we like it or not, whether you believe it or not. Just look at the way you feel when you eat certain things, okay? With Aries, I did get it is same but different. It wasn't exactly like this, right? I do feel for you guys might be having a new allergy, or you guys have just been sick for a long time and you guys didn't know what it was, and it's because it's affecting your first brain, okay? And there's a need to surrender, to connect again, because they're trying to give you answers, but you're not. Let's clarify it. Let's clarify surrender. Whoa. The Five of Wands. Yeah, you're fighting it. Or there might be a lot of fighting. There might be a lot of there might be a lot going on in your home, a lot in your life. You might be very busy, or there might be a lot of chaos going on around you. You could be in a relationship where there's a lot of chaos. You could be a single mother, single father, where there's a lot going on, or you really are just fighting it, right? With the Eight of Wands in reverse, yeah, no, it's you guys. You guys, it's the Eight of Wands in reverse. Not receiving the messages, not getting the downloads, because you're not connecting. You're not connecting, and I feel like you guys are almost doing it knowingly, unknowingly, right? Like, you know that you're not connecting because you're not meditating, or you're not connecting to your higher self, but at the same time unknowingly, because you know you feel like your intuition is very strong right now, but it's not, because you're being messed with, right? The foods, the water you're taking in, it's all. And if you guys, I'm a Cancer, so I'm like really conspiracy theory, okay? And I've read conspiracies where they say that what they're putting in our water is actually meant to calcify our pineal gland, right? And this is your third eye, because the government knows about all this shit. And I could get deeper into it, but I know a lot of people be like, this bitch is crazy. And that's fine. I can be crazy. But I'm telling you that they do put, like, even that stuff that they put in that's supposedly supposed to help your teeth. You guys know what I'm talking about. Whatever they say they put in the water, that's actually not good for you. That's them actually, like, calcifying your pineal gland. So there's a need to, like, don't drink that water. Don't drink that water. Drink a different water. Do your research, whatever you want, get a better filter, whatever it is, but don't even drink like Dasani, because that shit's garbage. That's literally like, no. Okay? So yeah, a lot of foods are blocking even your intuition. Help from unknown sources. I'm telling you, your ancestors are trying to, like, guide you. They're trying to help you, but it's not coming in. Your wishes are coming true, but what they're asking you to do is connect so that they can guide you to exactly where you need to go. And also, like, with your wishes coming true, you want to make sure that you're up to par to be able to enjoy those wishes, right? Like, to be able to enjoy the things that And some of you guys could have wished to be healthier, to be healthy. Maybe you guys are battling with something, and some of you guys, your guys's wishes could have been to get better, and you have ill intentions and deceit. Yeah, some of you guys could have gone through a very toxic situation, and it's made you sick, right? A lot of people that go through toxic situations do start to fail in their health, right? All right, I'm gonna leave it here, Geminis. Let me get you guys some guidance cards. That was my alarm, but one, I'm awake, and two, my daughter's not here, so I don't need to be up, but I am kind of sleeping like 4 hours during the day, 4 hours during the night. So I woke up at 5 o'clock, 4:30, and then I don't plan on sleeping till. Look, don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Yeah, if you guys are going through a situation that is making you sick, here, that's why they're asking you to surrender. That's why they're asking you to surrender. Some of you guys have somebody, or you guys could like be sick. You know those situations where you go to the doctor and you're like, I'm sick, and they're like, no, you're not. You have anxiety. Like, no, the fuck I don't. I'm sick, right? There's a need to make sure you're backing yourself up, because you are, you know, the main line. You are the front line for yourself, right? You need to make sure that you're fighting for you and letting people know that you're not okay. And if there's somebody that's making you sick, look, your guardians are trying to talk to you. They're trying to get you to help yourself. They are. Look, it says guardian. Guardian, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. This could be a person that is like causing all these issues. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Yeah. With don't back down though. With your heart. Stand up for what you believe is right. Yeah, whatever this is that's making you sick, I do feel, like I said, it's a lot having to do with food. But this could also be, it's almost like you have to reset your digestive system, because something or someone that you dealt with, going through that trauma has made you sick. And now you're having to reset your system, and your guides are trying to help you on how to reset your system. And so there's a need to open back up, okay? All right, Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much. I hope this helped.